is the middle of October. It is a weeknight and it is an hour before sunset. And popping out for a quick overnight camp by the coast. Got my bivvy bag again. I've also got a Trekkertent, and I think that's what I'm going to be using tonight. No particular reason, it's clear skies, there's no rain forecast, but it's still a relatively new tent to me, and just want a bit more experience of using it and working out if it's the right one. So there's about half an hour's walking to go, and I've got a spot in mind that I've not used before, but I've seen some other people use on some other YouTube videos. So shout out to The Wanderer and to Phil's Wild Walks. This is a favourite spot of theirs, so I'm hopeful that it will be a great spot for me tonight. On we go. Okay, all set up. It took a little while this evening. As I said, I'm still getting used to the tent, and it's definitely a bit lopsided. I'm really trying to like this tent, and there's an awful lot to like about it, not least the weight. It's around 600 grams all in, but it is fiddly to get a good pitch, and that is a bit of a consideration. I've been lucky this evening. Pitch still plenty of light, the weather wasn't bad, I've been able to sort of fiddle around with it, but it's still not quite the right sort of shape. It looks like the peak's too high here, but it'll do. It's going to be a still night, so and even if it's there's a bit of a breeze, it's not going to rain, so we'll be okay. But the trouble with a small tent like this is, you know, there's not a lot of space between the side, even with pegging these guy lines out to pull the sides out a bit. it's still really tight, which of course is kind of the point. It's a stealth, it's supposed to be discreet, stealthy, fit in small spaces, and it does that really well. But the compromise is that everything's tight. You've got to get the pitch exactly right. There's not a lot of space between the sides. That was a problem on the Dales Highway when I was sleeping at the side, and I was pushing against the side, and condensation was coming through and made my sleeping bag really wet. I thought it was rain coming through initially, but either way I still got wet. So the jury's out. I think it's a fabulous backpacking tent in terms of the weight and the stealthiness. It's a little bit fiddly to put up, but I think that'll improve with time. I think if I was buying it again, I'd get the 1.5, which is just that little bit taller and a little bit wider. But for now, let's get the bed sorted out, and let's get a bit of tea on before we lose the last bit of light. So there we are with the sleeping bag in. As you can see, it's basically just enough room for the bag. A bit of room at the sides here to put bits and pieces, and then the porch at the front's decent size. You can put your rucksack up in the porch easy enough, and there's plenty of space around for shoes, cooking gear and stuff as well. So it's certainly very usable. But as I said, it's it's tight. That's its thing. Good morning. Well, it's another night out on the coast where we've had a clear night and then a cloudy morning, so a bit chilly but absolutely fine. But the main thing is no sunrise again, which is a little bit disappointing. So it's 7 o'clock and I'm going to get the tent packs away, and then the tide's still up, so I'm going to walk back along the cliffs and then be down to Trekkertent Bay to walk along the beach. By which time the sun will be up, and even if it's behind the clouds, there'll be a little bit of light. Hopefully there'll be a few gaps in the clouds and I'll be able to get a bit of a sunrise to show you. Love being up early in the morning. Just hearing everything just getting started. Beautiful. 8. Left home at 5 last night, and back home for probably about maybe 9 o'clock, and be in work for 10. So thank you for joining me on this one. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.